What's up guys, it's Widgeon TV here. Today on Destiny in Depth, we're going to be covering the range perks, specifically Hammer Forged, Rangefinder, and Rifled Barrel. And we're also going to be looking at explosive rounds and how it affects your range. And then at the end, we're going to be talking about the range stat and how it affects your weapon. I've got some good information at the end, so make sure to stick around. And I'm going to be testing all of these perks on the Palindrome. And I'm doing this for several reasons, but probably the biggest one is the fact that the Palindrome is responsible for 10% of all kills in the Crucible. Alright, so let's jump into the testing. So the first thing that I wanted to do was compare the 4 perks against each other. I used the Interceptor to get the range where the damage drop-off starts, which is the furthest range where you can still get a 3-shot kill. And I also got the range where the damage drop-off phase is over and the gun is now doing its minimum damage. This will be important for the explosive rounds later in the video. So I tested all the perks and I even stacked Rifle Barrel and Rangefinder together just to see what I get. And here are my results. So I know there's a lot going on right here, so let me guide you through this. I'm going to add a reference bar so we can see what the stock Palindrome's range is. And there we go. So as you can see, there are some pretty clear winners and losers in this. So let's start with the losers. As you can see, the explosive rounds range drop-off does not change over the stock Palindrome. This is a big misconception in the Destiny community, but like I said, we'll be talking about that more later in the video. So next, you'll see that Hammer Forged underperforms compared to the other perks. It only boosts your range by 1 meter, and that's compared to Rangefinder with 2 extra meters of range, and with Rifled Barrel that has 3 extra meters of range. And if you were interested at all, Rifled Barrel and Rangefinder do stack 100%. You get an extra 5 meters of range with these 2 perks. So anyway, let's jump into the range stat just a little bit deeper. So the range stat controls much more than just the damage drop-off. It also controls things like the bullet bloom and the aim assist. These are 2 very important parts of the range stat that I believe are even more important than the damage drop-off. Now I'm not going to go that deep into bullet bloom, but if you guys want, I'll make a completely separate video on bloom. But as of right now, there are a bunch of good videos on the bullet bloom in the Destiny community already. But like I said, I'll make one if you guys are interested. What we're going to be talking about is the aim assist. So when you increase the range of your gun with a range boosting perk, you are also increasing the range that your aim assist works. Here's where it gets good. When you add a perk like Hammer Forge that boosts your damage drop-off range by 1, you'll see a 3 to 4 meter improvement in the amount of aim assist and bloom reduction, and that is very substantial. So let me repeat that. For every 1 meter of extra damage drop-off range, you get 3 to 4 extra meters of extra aim assist and bloom reduction. And this is true for the other perks too. With Rangefinder, you get 6 to 8 extra meters of aim assist and bloom reduction, and with Rifle Barrel, you get 9 to 12 meters. And this even works when you stack the perks with Rifle Barrel and Rangefinder. I had to go all the way across the map to get the aim assist to turn off. This is extremely powerful, and I think this is more important than the damage drop-off range. So this just proves how important range boosting perks are for hand cannons. You're going to be getting huge benefits from it. Now let's talk about explosive rounds. Explosive rounds are ultimately something I'm going to advise you to stay away from in PvP. Here's why. Basically, the explosive part of explosive rounds is not affected by the range. It will always do consistent damage. But after testing explosive rounds up against Rifled Barrel, I found that there is no change in the killing potential between these 2 perks. At all ranges except for 1, these 2 perks will kill in the exact same amount of bullets. The exception is extreme ranges. If you're shooting at an enemy guardian across the map, then explosive rounds will kill in 5 shots every time, while with Rifled Barrel, it'll take 6 to 7 shots to kill a guardian at extreme ranges. And I'm talking all the way across the map. And here's the problem with that. Explosive rounds does not change the range stat at all, so therefore you get no benefit from the bloom reduction and no benefit from the aim assist increase. So landing those shots at extreme ranges is going to be next to impossible. That's why I think you should stay away from explosive rounds in PvP. I may cover some of these individual topics separately in different videos because I know this was fairly confusing. Anyway, that's all I have on range perks. I wanted to thank everybody for the continued support of my small channel, so I would really appreciate it if you guys hit the like button and considered subscribing. It really helps out my small channel. Anyway, this has been Widgeon TV. Thanks for watching, guys.